Yo, what is going on, you uncooked Ursaring? Today we're playing some games with Beheeyem, specifically Trainer Chips and Grant Manley's list from Limitless Qualifier 1. Neither of them finished ridiculously well, but it was one of the more fun and interesting decks to be played in the tournament. So I thought I would go ahead and showcase it for you guys here today. It does revolve around a Roxie engine. Use Roxie. There's 2 Pal Pad to get more Roxie back. We got Ordinary Rods to get more Koffings, more Weezings back, to get that extra damage in play, to take those knockouts a little bit faster, a little bit more aggressively with that mysterious noise from the Beheeyem. And that's it. You know, we use Beheeyem, we use Mysterious Noise, we try and use Roxie as much as possible. We send up a doll, they don't draw a prize card, and that's the deck. So let's go ahead, let's get into some games. Okay, we won the coin flip in this first one. We're going to be going first. I don't see a reason not to with this deck. Open Koffing or Mew. The rest of the hand, not great. We might need Mew depending on the matchup, so we're going to save Mew. Don't want to have to try and get that. If they choose not to KO the Koffing somehow, it does have 1 retreat cost, so we can get an escape board on that if we need to. Like I said, though, the rest of the hand, not great. Did get a Jirachi finally. Gonna throw 1 doll down and pass over to our opponent. So we'll have a Jirachi to work with next turn, maybe. There's a doll from our opponent. It looks like we might be playing maybe a mirror match here. If I just saw the doll, I would say it's control or mill or something like that. But I see this Mimikyu here. Oh, there's a lining. Okay, so it is Obstagoon actually. That's fine. It's a pretty good matchup as long as we set up, which we are not currently set up. So we're gonna need a little bit of work there to get going, but once we get going we should be fine. I don't think we'll need the Mew for this matchup at all. I don't think Mew's gonna do anything too particularly good for us or get anything really done. I'm trying to think if I'd ever want the Mew, but I can't come up with a reason that we would want Mew. One of the things that is going to be annoying is this the Mimikyu with the Shadow Box ability shutting down our Oricorio-GX. Actually, Tyrogue is going to be really annoying early on here as well, because we have nothing going on, no way to pressure our opponent to stop them from just sitting here and using that bratty kick over and over and over again. And here comes the first one. It is a Tails, thankfully. Hopefully we get something decent here. It is a Roxie. You're going to have to give up Mew and a Beheeyem, but drawing cards is a little bit more important here. To LGM. Not much else, though, to work with. I guess we just throw them down and don't really want to put Shrine in play because the only thing that's going to become a GX in play is going to be our own Oricorio. Just pass over to our opponent. All right, we're still in top deck mode, but we progressed a little bit. We did have to give up a Beheeyem. Don't really mind giving up the Mew, but giving up the Beheeyem is definitely not ideal, not something we want to do. So yeah, hopefully it's Cynthia top deck, something like that. And Escape Board to the Jirachi is okay. We kind of just want them to actually KO our Koffing. So if they could KO our Koffing this turn, that would be ideal. There's, you know, Rare Candy, Obstagoon, KO my Koffing with the Obstruct. I'm sure they want to be aggressive in this matchup overall. This matchup is not great if we set up and get going for them. This becomes really, really ugly really fast for them all the time. So I'm sure they want to be as aggressive as possible. So I'm sure if they get the Candy Obstagoon, they'll go for it, which overall with our current hand definitely helps us, but they don't know that. So another Tails on the bratty kick, saving us a little bit of time as well. There's an Oricorio. But like I said, it doesn't really do anything for us. I think we're just gonna have to pass again. I could Pal Pad that 1 Roxie, and maybe I should have done that last turn actually. Yeah, just put the 1 Roxie, because I'd be fine with top decking a Roxie at this point. Yeah, pass to our opponent. Hopefully they get the Candy Obstagoon this turn. Free up that Jirachi from the bench, get that thing into the active. We could also just send up the doll, or we could even send up the Beheeyem actually and just start using Beheeyem. That would also be fine. Because we just start attacking with Beheeyem. That wouldn't hurt, I guess. So we could send up, but we have nothing else to work with after that. So maybe I should send up the doll, see what I top deck. If I top deck something good enough to just use Beheeyem for the turn for sure, then I do that. If I don't, then not. There's a third Tails on the bratty kick. Once again, exactly what we're looking for. So Weezing, we could evolve the active. That does absolutely nothing for us though. So once again, I think we're passing. I could evolve one of these LGMs on the bench. I guess we could evolve one. It doesn't hurt. And then yeah, pass to my opponent. Their deck can be a little bit awkward when people aren't taking knockouts because they play a lot of Rosa as supporters. There we go though. There's the Candy Obstagoon. Let's see where they're gonna put this 3. Probably on the Lillie's Pokédoll. Yeah, goodbye Pokédoll. Unfortunately losing a Pokédoll there, but increasing our chances to maybe play the game is a little bit better. What's your turn if any of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn? All right, so I can use a Dance of Tribute here, and I probably will. It will probably get shut down pretty quickly through the Shadow Box of my opponent's Mimikyu, but I would much rather just be able to play the game. So I think we're probably going to go ahead and use the... I might just go with the attack plus this. I might just do that combo. Yeah, that's why I didn't put the Shrine in play, because maybe they can't find a Zigzagoon for a while and they won't be able to get the damage on it. So let's go ahead and use this. Draw some cards. Cynthia, Quick Ball. All right, LGM, Triple Acceleration Energy. That, and then Cynthia. Not going to use the Quick Ball because our bench is full, and I want to send up that Poké Doll for the turn. Found the escape board. Found a treasure. Found a Roxie. This is pretty much perfect. Actually, it doesn't really get much better than that. All right, here we go. Mysterious Noise. We only hit it for... Oh, no, we do hit it for 90. For a second, I just assumed it had that Psychic Resistance. That's right. I got rid of the Psychic Resistance on the Dark Pokemon, and now they're weak to Grass. So, we do hit for the full 90, which is pretty good, because if we had hit for 70, if it still had that Psychic Resistance like Dark Pokemon usually do, we wouldn't be two-shotting it, unfortunately. But we are getting that two-shot here with just the Obstagoons right now. Which is great. We don't need that extra Roxie damage. We are going to be doing a lot of Roxie in here. Ooh, just a bratty kick. Getting a little bit greedy there, I feel like, from my opponent. All right, we're just going to go ahead and Roxie those two. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, definitely want to spread the damage. We found a Beheeyem. We got 2 triples. There's a Koffing. I think we actually have to kind of, like, have to sacrifice it. I don't want to lose. Well, let's put this under, and then we can actually Stellar Wish. Actually, we can go like this. So we can send up this guy. I'm going to treasure this away. Going to grab actually a Weezing to potentially combo with a Roxie through the Pokégear. Shuffles the doll in the deck again, and then we can grab the doll like this right here, and then we'll have another doll to send up on this turn. Yeah, I'm not sure why they went with that over just using Obstruct. Not sure what they were thinking that would possibly gain them. Obviously gained them absolutely nothing. Yeah, like I said, it's a good matchup if we can set up. We're set up finally. We're rocking. They're gonna need a miracle at this point, it feels like, unless they have some like weird tech attacker Pokemon in there. Shutting off this would be a good start. So if they can find themselves a Zigzagoon, ping my Oricorio with that. They need another Obstagoon to work with as well. Here comes a Linoon setup. But like I did say, one of the things that kind of slows down Obstagoon at some point, or just in general, is when... there we go. There's the Rosa. If your opponent's not knocking out your Pokemon as Obstagoon, one of your main supporters to not only just set up and find stuff, but that just is a high count of supporters in your deck is the Rosa. So if no one's knocking your stuff out, Rosa actually doesn't do anything. So you're kind of just waiting, or waiting for your opponent to actually take a knockout so you can use your Rosa like our opponent's using here. Probably we're definitely gonna get themselves a Dark Energy, and then probably just an Obstagoon here. And they can't, the item card that they can get off Rosa, or they can get a trainer card, so they can get another supporter, I guess. Doesn't have to be an item card. Excuse me. Get themselves another Rosa there. See if they have that. The only thing I'm really scared of is the Zigzagoon. Oh, they do knock out our doll there with the evolution though. Do I give up the Elgyem? Do I give up the Jirachi? I think I'm gonna give up Jirachi here. Let them get that knockout there. We have the other escape board. We have another escape board in hand, which we can use to once we get another Jirachi and play escape board that. But yeah, they do, when they evolve, they do get to KO my Poké Doll. We'll need double Poké Doll to fully protect ourselves from that. All right. Didn't really, I don't know, because I didn't really take note of that initially, but we should be fine. It should be all right. Gonna start off with that Dance of Tribute. We're looking for a Roxie here. There's the Roxie. So just go ahead and hold the Pokégears, I think. I'm taking a look at, unstack that view for a second. If I want to use this Ordinary Rod is what I'm thinking, and I think I do. I think I want to get back a Beheeyem. I don't think I need the, I think I want to get back a Beheeyem and a Jirachi here. Beheeyem and Jirachi. Spreading the damage isn't as important as just making sure we're attacking and have access to Jirachi to find us more stuff. So could have got more Koffing Weezing, but like I said, it's all right, not that great. Here we go. All right, we got the Mimikyu. So Mimikyu is going to be the thing we send up here. Our opponent will be able to take another prize card off it, which is not not ideal, obviously. But we don't really have a choice here. Bench this guy. Attach. I'm not going to evolve this yet because I might Roxie it away to draw cards. So it's just going to be the noise. Send up the Mimikyu. They could get cheeky and decide to like not attack the Mimikyu, but we do have the escape board to kind of punish that potential play from our opponent. So we would just like escape board it, retreat to the Beheeyem, knock out the Obstagoon if they want to. Something just like bratty kick for the turn, try and shut the Oricorio off through the shadow box, something like that. There's a Marnie. All right, that's pretty good disruption from our opponent. Yeah, we don't have a very big hand to work with anymore. That kind of stinks. All right, what do we get? Quick Ball, Treasure, Quick Ball. It's gonna give us some options. Don't have that escape board on the Jirachi. Like I said, I didn't want my opponent to kind of abuse the fact that they could trap us. They went after the Jirachi. Definitely a mistake. Our Dance of Tribute's still gonna be live here, and I think we're just gonna send up the LGM here Oof. This one's actually, like, getting ridiculously close. Maybe I do just send up the Jirachi, but I only have the one Escape Board left. Let's go with the LGM. I think we have plenty of LGMs in our deck for this game, so... Alright, gonna start with that dance. What do we get? We got enough stuff to pull off the knockout. That's the important part. We have a lot of quick balls here. An insane amount of quick balls are in our hand. Holy moly. Probably just give up this Great Catcher, because the quick balls are... Literally all of our quick balls are in our hand, actually. I didn't even realize that. Literally all of our quick balls are in our hand. Yeah, it's pretty insane, actually. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Evolve, attach. They're not getting a knockout next turn, so this won't cut it to see more stuff. So we're definitely gonna Mysterious Noise. They can't knock out our Jirachi. They won't get. They just can't get a knockout. So we're gonna Mysterious Noise into the Jirachi here, so we can use Stellar Wish next turn to find some more stuff, because we need some stuff right now. Koffing's not bad, but it's not great. Gonna thin out our deck a little bit here with these quick balls at the beginning of next turn for sure. We'll see what we top deck. We're looking for a Roxie or a Cynthia. Roxie ideally is pretty much the always ideal supporter to get, but if I gotta settle for a Cynthia, that'll be fine. Just something here at this point, to be honest, is gonna be great. So what do they get? They got a rare candy. Can't use it. They are item locked. I'm gonna check their discard pile. They're down what 2/2/2 obstacle line. They have 2 candy left. Another Tails for the Bratty kick. So fortunately for us, our opponent has not been flipping well on that. So let's thin out the deck a little bit first. Quick ball away. A quick ball. Get another Jirachi, and then quick ball away, a quick ball, get another Elgyem, and then we're looking for a Roxie or Cynthia. Ideally Roxie. I would settle for a Cynthia though. There's the Roxie, Roxie away, Koffing and Jirachi. There we go. Not sure what if we're gonna be able to get off an attack this turn yet. No attack this turn. Gonna have to settle for bench, and pass. Because we did not get the Escape Board. Don't want to put the Shrine in play once again. Don't want to damage our Oricorio. So yeah, it's just a pass. And next turn, hope we get that. Our opponent is ahead on the prize trade, so even though we didn't item lock them, they actually can't use Obstruct, because they won't be able to use the counter gain this turn, because they have 3 prize cards, we have 4. They're winning the game. Cannot use that counter gain, despite us not item locking them. So that's good. Still, once again, they can't attack. This guy is getting very close to getting knocked out from Roxie damage, and the Mimikyu is not too far behind. So if we can pull off a couple more big Roxies here, getting those knockouts through Roxie would definitely give us that little bit of speed to close out this game a little bit sooner. Hopefully we're looking to close it out as soon as possible. There's a Pokédoll from our opponent. Always annoying to see. They can get a knockout here with that Bratty kick. Here comes a Stellar Wish. They do have items this turn. They don't have a very big hand to work with, so I don't know how much they're actually able to utilize those. There's an Ordinary Rod. That'll be pretty good for them. Energy is something they didn't hit last turn, and it'll recover another Obstagoon line. So we're actually... I mean, if we are going to win this, we're actually still quite a ways from pulling out the dub. Yeah, we have a lot of attacks still to make before we're kind of even close to being able to win this game. Yeah, this one's going to go on quite a bit longer, I think, if we're going to win. Another Tails on the Bratty kick from our opponent. I mean, it's good for us. It's good for us. All right. Incense. Going to grab the Beheeyem. We have the Rod. We have the Pal Pad. One Roxie in hand, just nothing really good to utilize it with. Yeah, we definitely want to try and get these 2 KOs right here. I want to evolve Beheeyem. I am going to attach the triple and play the Cynthia. We're looking for that Escape Board. Only a 21 card deck left. So we have a decent shot of seeing that Escape Board here. You're going to go with that Stellar Wish. Ooh, last card. All right, we did hit it. That was close. All right, Escape Board to our Jirachi. Once again, they can't attack next turn. Let's go Pal Pad in those Roxies. Just want more Roxie at this point. And then retreat and Mysterious Noise. Send up the Jirachi again. Here we go. Mysterious Noise. Gonna get down to 3 prize cards here. If we can knock out the Tyrogue and the Mimikyu with Roxies over the next couple turns, then we just need 1 more prize card to win this game. Once again, tied on prizes, but they are item lost. They can't even use the counter game at this point. But I'm pretty fortunate, actually. Our opponent's Bratty kicks have just not been sticking. Because if they were even running like 50% on the Bratty kick, I think we might just be in trouble. Like, they might just be winning the game at that point. Yep, there's the Bratty kick. Finally get themselves ahead, but I can't really complain about it because it's like 1 for 6 or something right now. So Yeah, they deserve one at some point. All right, Elgyem up. This should get us a Roxie. Oh, we actually have the dance to work with as well. So we're going to dance first. Got the Roxie. So now we're going to Roxie away. Double Weezing. We need to hit a Beheeyem. Got plenty of Beheeyems. And we got a Pokédoll. That's like the biggest thing to hit there, I think. And I think we just actually might have this one just about locked up now at this point. We drew very well off that Roxie. Give us a lot of stuff to work with going into these next couple turns. Another doll to work with. Throw down a doll. Elgyem. Beheeyem. Evolve another Beheeyem here because we're definitely going to need another Beheeyem. Triple acceleration energy. And then do I want to Ordinary Rod in some Weezings and Koffings? Top taking a Weezing or a Koffing would be actually pretty cool because I have the Roxie in hand, so I think I will. Just gonna go ahead and grab myself 2 Koffing here. And then, yeah, Mysterious Noise. Not gonna get a prize card, but that is fine. Get through this Pokédoll, send up our own doll, and yeah, we're pretty well set up to close this one out. This guy, hopefully we get to knock out that with a Roxie spread. To clean up this Mimikyu, and then just need one more prize card from there, and it's basically over. Here comes the, I think they might finally put the damage on my Oricorio. Let's see, they should have done that a little bit. Definitely a slip up, an oversight from our opponent. Nope, went after the Pokédoll. Yeah, definitely an oversight from our opponent not to put the damage on our Oricorio-GX to shut down that Dance of Tribute ability. I don't think they quite made the connection with the Mimikyu to be able to pull that off. Mimikyu is generally in there to mess with Mewtwo decks, so you see a Mewtwo deck, you're like, okay, Shadow Box. But you see this kind of deck, and it doesn't really make the connection, probably, is what's going on here for our opponent. All right, we've got Roxie. We are going to have to give up this Beheeyem to draw the full thing here with the Roxie, so we're going to do that. Discard these. We will get that KO that I was talking about on this Mimikyu, which means they have to send up the Obstagoon. We're going to get a hit on the Obstagoon, and then we're that much closer to just closing this one out. Yeah, it's looking good now, looking good. And we have a doll to work with as well, which is super sick. So the only thing I'm kind of don't want to run into is Marnie, potentially. They could definitely have another Marnie. So I'm going to thin out the deck a little bit here, get set up a little bit better for my next turn by going treasure away this shrine and put a Beheeyem in play right now while I can search it out. This guy goes down. Beheeyem to the Elgyem and Noise, leaving this thing with just 30 HP left, and we are 1 attack away, I believe, from winning the game. I don't think anything that they could put actually one of those GX Pokemon in play. That would be pretty tanky, actually. Okay, so they could still put in play a I don't know, like a Yveltal GX or something like that. But they're sending us the GG Broken Heart. There's the concede. All right, it was a tough one, a lot closer than I thought it would be. Our opponent got a lot of tails on Tyrogue. Had there been some more heads, I don't even know if we would have been able to pull it out. But we do get it there in the end. And they definitely forgot about Mimikyu plus shutting down Oricorio. Okay, into another one. Won the coin flip once again. Actually, I think maybe our opponent chose for us to go first. I'm going to open up the Mew here. Because I have no idea what they're playing, so I don't know if I even want Mew, need Mew, whatever. Jirachi still have no idea if I want Mew, need Mew, whatever. Quick ball away the Shrine here, because I want to keep Pal Pad, I want to keep the Pokégear. Not even sure if we need that, so the Shrine. Not even sure if we'll need the Shrine. Gonna get the Jirachi in play, give ourselves a little bit more reach to work with, because our hand obviously not too ridiculously good, but depending on what the Pokégear gets us, what we can get off Stellar Wish plus our top deck, maybe we can put something together there. So giving ourselves a little bit more options here with this Stellar Wish. And we'll see soon here what our opponents got going on. They have the Jirachi. That's all we know, though. Just Jirachi. And we'll see if they have anything else. Do we have a chance to donk a Jirachi here? Here's the Stellar Wish. It's a Hearth. Thinking Mewtwo. Maybe Ability Zard. Ability Zard is not a ridiculously good matchup for us because they can constantly just bring up our LGMs and knock them out. There's a Vulpix, so it is that Ability Zard, which is not a great matchup for us. It's just not very good. They bring up our LGMs over and over again, just kind of knock them out. We don't have a way to knock out the Ninetales or stop it from doing its thing. Shrine is pretty good against them because they usually have to use GXs to be able to consistently attack stuff like Heatran. Reshizard are their go-to attackers. Losing a Welder here doesn't really matter because actually we don't put enough pressure on to really pressure them out of the game. There's a Pal Pad. They're lining up the knockout here actually with the Vulpix. Okay, they chose to not attach there, which is, I think they welded for 2. That's interesting. Interesting choice to choose to not attach an energy there. There's a Victini V. Here's a switch. It looks like it's just going to be that spreading flames. I guess that's what they were leaving themselves the option of, was the spreading flames there. All right, we want to item lock as soon as possible. And then ideally just keep it going and hope that they can't find Ninetales. That is pretty much our game plan. Gonna hope to see a Cynthia here. That's what we get. Gonna evolve to a Beheeyem on the bench. Play the Cynthia. And yeah, like I said, no Ninetales, please. Maybe find a Shrine here. We did not get the attack this turn. That's fine overall. Just gonna bench this Elgyem. Pass? I guess? Sure. All right, pass. Yeah, we don't have anything else to do. I guess we're just passing here. Once again, no Ninetales, please. All right, turn 2 Ninetales. Our biggest fear, man. It's not good. And they had a communication to throw away, so they were all prepared to get Ninetales out here. And get the Gust up. Oh, they're using Welder instead. Okay, so they might not be able to Gust this turn. Taking up a lot of extra energy in play. I don't know if I like that. Energy burst the active. Okay. All right, we can work with this, I think. It does. Unfortunately, we have to 3-shot this, even if we get a Shrine in play. Oh no, we can get the Roxie damage cooking actually. So actually, we can go treasure away. I'm thinking the Great Catcher here because I want to make sure I have a supporter for next turn, or increase my chances of having a supporter next turn. Grab the Weezing, Roxie these both away. Draw 6 new cards. Hopefully get a doll. No doll. Unfortunate. But I guess we're just gonna bounce into the Jirachi this turn, then bench an Elgyem, triple. Yeah, Mysterious Noise. I kind of want to shuffle back in. Well, they're gonna be able to chase my Elgyem, so I want to save the rods for shuffling Elgyms back into the deck, I think, actually. So we're hitting. Jirachi is the sacrifice here. Just gonna have to let him go. And then, I mean, they could chase an Elgyem. I'm surprised they didn't chase an Elgyem last turn. That's kind of the game route you want to go down. Just constantly chase these things every turn if possible. Take them out. Opponent opted not to. We'll take it for right now. Still in a rough situation, though. Like, even though we got that hit off, we look like we might be able to get an attack off next turn with another Beheeyem. I actually am not feeling super confident at this point in the game. Here comes a Ninetales. Yeah, here's the knockout on the Elgyem that I was expecting last turn. Happening this turn now. Goodbye, Elgyem. We're definitely going to want to recover that with the Ordinary Rod. I'm just going to set up an Elgyem here. We're just hoping to get this knockout and go from there. They're low on welders, which is a big deal, actually. So I'm going to start with Pal Pad here. I do want a Cynthia this turn. If we have to Roxie, sure. Literally no supporters on that one. All right, hopefully Cynthia here. Nope, another Roxie. All right, now I have to make it a choice. Oh boy. I think we have to quick ball away one of the Roxies. I'm gonna grab a Koffing and I'm gonna Roxie these 2 away. And then hope we draw into Beheeyem triple. Found a way to get a Beheeyem. Okay, this is not looking too bad. Got the Escape Board as well and a doll. All right, stuff's kind of coming together here. The question is, what do I treasure away? I want the doll. I want the Escape Board. I could get rid of the Tate Liza. There is 3 Cynthias left in the deck. Okay, we're gonna get a little risky here, I guess. Get rid of the Tate Liza. Get that Beheeyem. Evolve the active triple. Get this first knockout for ourselves. Get our 2 prize cards. Mysterious Noise. Push up that Poké doll. And I definitely want to keep the Ordinary Rod to try and recover this Elgyem and this Beheeyem. So I'm not gonna recover them yet because my goal here is to find a Cynthia, not a Elgyem or Beheeyem. So when we Stellar Wish, we want to have a higher chance to find the Beheeyem than the or not the Beheeyem, the Cynthia than the Elgyem or Beheeyem. So we're not gonna Ordinary Rod yet. We're also not scared of Marnie, or they can't reset Stampus. So we're also not scared of Marnie from our opponent. So, and they are down. Oh, they did get the Pal Pad off. All right, they're down only 1 welder. They were down 3 welder. I didn't see that they got the Pal Pad off. I wasn't paying attention when they got that. So not as good of a spot as I thought we were in, potentially, to prevent them from actually just kind of continuously setting up Pokemon to attack with. Yeah, not as good as I thought. Not as good of a position as I thought we were in. And here comes another welder. Still drawing cards. We'll see if they go for the Flame Tail. It's just going to be... Oh, no, there's the 9 Temptations. I thought it was just going to be the Flame Tail at first. There's the 9 Temptations. Brings up an Elgyem. Knock it out. I'll probably cover 1 and 1 though, because we do need to find a Beheeyem this turn. Actually with Stellar Wish, if we can just get a treasure, take this knockout. That's a big knockout to get. There's a Beheeyem top deck. Cynthia. Nope, not quite a Cynthia. I think we almost have to go for the treasure to get an LGM out of the deck. We have 1 left, right? But that means we'd have to give up. We can give up a doll here, actually. Yeah, we can give up the doll. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna cover the dudes here. Beheeyem, LGM. Because I actually don't remember if I prized the 4th one or not. So just make sure here. We will get this knockout on the Ninetales. They will have to start going through our Poké dolls. So it's a big knockout to get for sure. And here we go. Retreat. We have a 0-card hand. We're getting a prize card. We're gonna be able to Stellar Wish next turn though. Need one of those Cynthias. They're in there. They're chilling. Just need to go get them. Haven't been able to bump Hearth this whole time, which has been annoying as well. There's a Koffing, so I guess if we top deck a Roxie, we could Roxie for 1. But as long as they don't get Vulpix this turn, they can't Ninetales the turn after, so they would still have to go through a doll potentially. So it wouldn't be that bad of a position we'd be in. Overall, we'd still be like okay, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what they actually have, and then go from there. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they actually have. But there's the Hearth use again. So yeah, unfortunately we haven't. Yeah, they've been all right. So that should be their last energy then. Let's take a look. 11 here. Yeah, that makes sense. That's their last energy is in their hand. There's a Heat Factory. All right, that's gonna help them dig for cards. A lot of cards. So that's a little. Now we really want to replace that before they find themselves that Victini Prism. That's the card we're scared of at this point. Is the Victini Prism. There's Reshizard. He's big. Oh no, that's Heatran. I thought it was Reshizard. But they can't move the Jirachi this turn. So this guy's just kind of stuck on the bench for a turn. They can't move Jirachi. There's Ditto. Threat of second Ninetales is on the way. Oh no. All right. Ordinary Rod, not good. We're going to the Jirachi. If we have to, we'll retreat to Koffing and hope they don't get Ninetales. But we're looking for, once again, that Cynthia. There's the Cynthia. Shrine was there as well, but we can't take the Shrine, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and use this Rod here. We're going to get this last LGM back and get ourselves a Koffing, I think. Yeah, sounds good. Looking for Doll, DCE, Beheeyem, LGM. It's a lot to ask for. Did not get even close. Got the Shrine. That's something. That's this guy. Retreat. And Stellar Wish, looking for a quick ball because we need to get out another LGM. And I'm actually going to quick ball away, I think, one of these triples. Or probably one of the triples, actually. Yeah, because I need to keep this guy in hand. To be a target for Roxie if that's the supporter we find. Ideally, once again, we're looking for that Cynthia. If they don't knock out my active, well, maybe I could have given up the Escape Board. They're almost definitely knocking out my active or one of the LGM. So I maybe could have given up the Escape Board instead of a triple, actually. But I got to keep him in hand in case the only thing I find is that that Roxie. We're gonna need some fodder for Roxie. So I guess if I get, like, you know, top deck, quick ball or treasure, and then I can Stellar Wish into Roxie, or the other way around, then I'll have 2 targets to work with. But there's a Ninetales. Here comes a Fiery Flint. But I have to feel like they don't have any fire left in the deck. Right? Yeah, no fire left in the deck. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Actually, that's 17 energy. So they either play 17 or 18. So if we knock out this Heatran, they actually can't attack anymore. They actually can't Gust anymore either. They're out of Gust. They can't Gust. They can't attack with Victini unless they play the Fire Crystal, I guess. Which it is possible they play that one of Fire Crystal, maybe 2 of even. There's another Fiery Flint. Usually it is just 18 fire, but they can't Gust anymore, actually, until they attack with Victini. So actually, we're not in that bad of a spot anymore. As long as we don't give up any more knockouts. Gotta start setting up dolls. We can give it 1 more knockout, obviously. 1 more knockout can go, because I'm counting on 5 in play. 12 in the discard. Okay, I'm liking our position now. Let's see. Stellar Wish. Gonna grab the Cynthia. Could have gone Pokégear first, I guess. Put this here. Play Cynthia. Looking for Beheeyem triple or at least a doll just to stall. I can use Oricorio here because I'm not afraid of them knocking it out. 2, 3. All right, next turn is looking real good. Gonna go throw down a doll, throw down a Elgyem. Treat to doll. Pass. We're gonna let them. They'll get the hit on this doll, but that's fine. They'll get this knockout. But like I said, they can't Gust. They can only hit this doll right now, unless they play 19 fire. But that would only give them 1 more Gust. I guess that would allow them to knock this out. That was a Rapidash. You don't see that very often. I think it's maybe the only time I have seen Rapidash in Standard. You see it in Expanded sometimes to give yourself an advantage against the dead end of Darkrai, but yeah, in Standard, I think that's the only time I have seen a Rapidash. All right, we got one treasure left. Do we have the incense left? We have the incense left. Okay. Roxie here. Get rid of double Koffing. All right, that'll get us a dude. I have a feeling they're maybe out of stadiums. They've seen almost all of their deck. They probably have one hearth left, actually, so I kind of want to keep this last shrine around just in case. So what am I treasuring here? This is coming down. Oh, I forgot to use the... oh, no, this still works. This still works. We can just use it right now. This is fine. Okay. Treasure away. I guess the Jirachi is kind of the worst card in the hand. Yeah, grab the Beheeyem. There's a Roxie in there, and we're guaranteed to hit it. Let's Stellar Wish first again. I'm gonna get the Evolution Incense. Make sure we get that Beheeyem. But we can pretty much draw our whole deck next turn, I guess, anyway. So this is also fine. All right, go Beheeyem. Triple. Retreat and Noise once again. Getting up to that 150 on the Heatran. Send up the doll. Once again, don't have enough energy to get around it with the 9-tail, so they have to hit through it. They'll take another shrine damage coming into our turn, and we'll actually be able to knock this thing out with Roxie next turn. Guaranteed. We'll knock this out with Roxie, and then we'll knock out anything off their bench with another Beheeyem, and we'll just win the game on this next turn, actually. We've got this one locked up. We can guaranteed draw our whole deck here. Draw that, and then if we go like this, we're guaranteed the Roxie. And then Roxie draws us 6 cards. Get rid of these two. We'll get the triple energy. We only have 6 cards left in deck, so we're guaranteed the triple acceleration energy. The Heatran will get knocked out, and then we can knock out anything off their bench. It definitely was looking a little gnarly early on. Didn't have the best setup going, but once we got out of that, and then our opponent kind of ran out of ways to just gust up our Elgyms. They couldn't stop the item lock. Took control from there, and yeah, this is it. This is the game right here. Gonna go ahead, attach there, throw this here, retreat, and hit him with that Mysterious Noise to close this one out. A couple dubs with Beheeyem. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. It's a super fun deck to play around with. Obviously not BDIF potential or anything like that, but if you're looking for something different to mess with, item lock is always cool to play around with, so check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and peace.